Hello again. In this video, I'd like to talk about the different styles of book you can consider, the sort of structure. And to help with this, I'd like to introduce you to Kath and Alf. It was actually Alf who got in touch because he wanted to write a book about his time during the war. He was a chippy working on the wooden airframes of the planes. And that was the intention. And we got chatting and we could see we could do something. But you know how sometimes you meet somebody and they are just so magnetic? That person was Kath. She just had so much about her. And so I suggested to Alf and Kath, why not consider a joint book so that Kath writes as well? And Alf was delighted with this, but there was some news. Kath said, I'd love to write, but I've only got 6 months to live. What do you say? After thinking for a while, I just said, look, Kath, if you want to write your book, I promise you it will happen. I can't promise you that you will see it, but it will happen. She said, yeah, let's go for it. And we did. And over the next 4 or 5 months, we worked very hard on Kath's story until sadly she died. We did nothing for 5 or 6 months. Everyone was obviously too upset. But then I got back with Alf and we wrote his part of the story up until the time when he met and married Kath. And then we introduced Kath's side of the story. And then once they married, Alf continued with the story together, interspersed with bits from Kath that had been pre-recorded. It was at that stage that their daughter Anne said that she'd like to write a few pages about her mum, which was great. So Anne wrote a few pages. Better than that, Anne's 3 daughters, they all decided they'd like to write something about Nanny as well. So each of them wrote 2 or 3 pages. So actually the book became a celebration of Kath, which was delightful and helped enormously in the whole grieving process. The ultimate book was called We'll Meet Again, Dearest, which was from Alf to Kath. And just before Kath died, she gave Anne a sunflower seed. And when it came out, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And we included that sunflower at the very start of the book. So Dear Kath is remembered, and it's a wonderful, wonderful tribute. But it also shows the sort of book you can consider, because ultimately anything goes. Initially it was going to be a single book, it became a joint book, then it actually became a multi-generational book. These are your options, and indeed many more, because there's no right or wrong way of doing a book. This is your book. Do whatever you like. And if we can help in any way to help you to write that book, well, that'd be lovely. So thank you for listening. Next time we will be looking at the sort of detail you might like to include in the book. And you might be surprised by what can be included. Thank you.